Gang gang, 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 gang gang. You feel me? Orange and green, that's gang gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's gang gang. Gang gang, 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 gang gang. You see me? Orange and green, that's gang gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's gang gang. That's gang gang. That's gang gang. Represents a juvenile. I be where they throwing up using crowds. You know how that school get down. Not taking no L's, we ain't losing now. Don't get it confused right now. I represent making these music sounds. They play me when they study in their dorm room. Request me an Uber now. I be screaming gang gang. Across the world, they be screaming out the same thing. We first to arrive and last to leave. We filling the sense of capacity. You know I won't change while you asking me. Be throwing this youth to the casket deep. Be all on the field like Sebastian B. Rockin' Cant Wait, I'm a fashion freak. Look, I be staying live on pipe now. Ask down life, it's a lifestyle. And like the mother schools, don't confuse us. We the only ones that really throw the you up. But Kane's fam turned up where you find me. Hit hard like I seen it go to Shanti. Try to reach them any D, they remind me. That them Canes right back in they prime. Screaming out. Gang gang, gang gang, gang gang, gang gang, gang gang, gang gang, gang gang. You see me? Orange and green, that's gang gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's gang gang. Gang gang, 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 gang gang. You see me? Orange and green, that's gang gang. That's gang gang. You ready for Storm 18? That's gang gang. That's gang gang. That's gang gang.
So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep.
Juice up on their ass, juice man in his thing. I'm all about that cash. Breaking fast, ain't gon' last. Talking all that, while he take his class. While he take his
Yeah. Solo, D. Yeah. Have to take a sip of the juice. Okay, going out to come back in and speak real slang with an accent. Been grinding, but that's past tense, not a future here, and I'ma cash in. Rapping, not acting. Real life is my passion. These other dudes be divas on a period. 10 packs them. Can't get with that flow stuff, so my career took a little detour. Most rappers on Xanax with a sleep flow. It got me, boy. Other boys like repeating stuff that they think they supposed to say. Couple of them be suspects, and I ain't wanna associate, so I'm solo. Skip the red light, I'm on go mode. Home out and pay the price for that glow. So when you see me shine at home, you just know so. In the studio, distributing raw, living on the edge like screw the law. Playing my role like a movie star. Laying low in that Uber car like duck. It's gonna make me mad, I can't trust them. Ready to have a rude ass homeboy. That's somebody trying to make me love them. Gotta watch out for the deep sky. Glocks out for the street guys. Hit my knees when I need God to go head first and handle mine.
Trying to play the game like Jarvis Land. Coming in, breaking records like Jarvis Land. Always catch me going hard like Jarvis Land. And travel around the whole world, represent Miami. Juice up, juice up, juice up on their ass. Gotta juice up, juice up, juice up on their ass. Gotta juice up, juice up, juice up on their ass. Gotta juice up, juice up, juice up on their ass.
You sensitive to get mad at me, go talk about me, I don't really care. Niggas too sweet, I got 2 cheese, you can kiss up in my underwear. Best on me cooler, solo D, I'm the best thing that you know. So unique, I'm refreshing with new flow. On these beats, I got best, I'm the uno. I'm the one, I represent the whole Florida state when them gators strike and they don't need no reason. My birthday June 1st, so everywhere I go, it's hurricane season. On the beats, I be breathing, waking up, who's sleeping? Go to flood town lines, got over everything. Y'all devils better let GOE, yeah, we believe it, stay true. Stay smart, get boss, have heart, show love, don't hate, just play your part. Stay sharp, get bras, dress clean, whip cars. Won't get too consumed with the fat like if you gotta fail it, better act right. How about that respect? RVSPECK. All we got is time. I choose to spend mine on the grind, trying to be great. Motivating real ones out of each state. They don't want to give it to you, so you gotta take it. Put in work, get better each day. If they throw it, better catch it. You be straight.
Just trying to play the game like Jarvis Land. Coming in, breaking records like Jarvis Land. Always catch me going hard like Jarvis Land. And travel around the whole world, represent Miami. Juice up, juice up, juice up on their ass. Gotta juice up, juice up, juice up
on their ass. Gotta juice up on their ass. Gotta juice up on their ass. Ay.
Don't wanna be good, we just wanna be great. Don't wanna be good, we just wanna be great. Don't wanna be good, we just wanna be great.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds the gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't want to overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, league gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say tour from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and Islands. Time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson. Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows. Stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some Chateau custom with some darkest colors. Just to let them know we here. Yeah. I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
To a time, to a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem. Like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on the show. But the young man up, in the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings. Cash out on the investment. Ball out, don't choke. Fins want all the smoke. Chris Gregg gave hope. Coach flow like spoke. Dan Marino still a GOAT. But to a man on go. Watch to a man throw. Watch to a man scope. Watch to a man issues that we never ever seen before. Fans up, let's win. Born ready for a ring. Maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. It's damn week, use 10.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
So low, so low, so low, deep. So low, so low, so low, deep.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's right. How y'all doing? This is Miami Sports Music's #1 morning show, Clock Blockers. I am your host, Stephen D. And guess what, guys? It's hump day. That's right. I'm excited to see y'all this morning. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Super excited that y'all are here. What I need y'all to go do right now, though, is I need you to go hit that like button. If you are watching right now and not hitting that like button, come on. There's a few of y'all watching. I need a few of y'all more to hit this like button as soon as y'all come in. And people that are regulars on the show, you know how to direct the people. You know what to do. I know y'all know what to do. Look, I'm excited that y'all are here this morning. We got a lot to talk about. And I want to kind of make it interactive with you guys this morning. So this morning, I'm going to put up a little bit, not a poll question, but I want to get your thoughts. So this morning, my question to you all that I want you guys to go into the chat room and talk about is we're going to keep it Miami Dolphins centric this morning, is how many wins do you all think the Dolphins are going to have this year? And I want to know why, why y'all think it'll be that many or that less or whatever. So I want to get your thoughts. So today's question is, how many wins do the Miami Dolphins get this year and why? Okay, so put that in the comments section. And if you want to get your thing heard, remember, guys, we want to be able to create and grow this show, right? So make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. And you can also donate to the channel and get your comments seen and put on the show. Your donation helps our channel grow. Use the super chat button. If you guys look right here on the right-hand side, you guys can see anytime you guys donate, it pops up. You get it in nice colors and everything, but it helps our channel grow, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to grow. So today's question, how many wins do the Dolphins get this year and why? And I kind of want to talk to you guys this morning. I want to be interactive. I'm thinking about making Wednesday Interactive Wednesday. So I want to see how you guys do this morning. I want to make it very interactive and talk to you guys. But first, let's kind of start out with some news. Because, a lot happened in the sports world yesterday, right? First things first, let's kind of start out with some Marlins news. The Marlins dropped the game 8-3 last night against the Philadelphia Phillies. Looking at the game, unfortunately, the only bright spot there was Jazz Chisholm, the second baseman, and, Miguel Rojas got another hit. So, looking at him, Cody Petit did happen to start again last night. He pitched 5 innings, 3 hits, and 3 strikeouts. So, look, he's a young kid. He looks good. And I think, he could be a future of this franchise. Let's give him, a chance to really show us what he's about. I'd like to see him pitch deeper into ball games, but, his major league debut last week, he pitched 5 innings too. And so, he's going to get there. Don't worry about it. Have patience. So Cody Petit will get there. And, I really didn't want to talk about this, but I kind of have to, right? Last night, the Florida Panthers lost again. They dropped game 2 of the first round series against the Tampa Bay Lightning. It was not a pretty one. They lost 3-1, and that's after changing goalies between the pipes. And look, it was not necessarily the greatest time in the world last night for Florida Panthers fans, although we all know a guy, we love and know a guy by the Honorable Solo D who went to his first playoff hockey game last night. And if you guys go to Miami Sports Music and check out View Stories, you'll kind of see his little night as it kind of unfolded. It was pretty funny kind of watching him be at this game. So he had the time of his life. He said there was nothing like playoff hockey, and I totally agree with him. I think playoff hockey is definitely the way to go. So it was pretty funny watching him do that. So make sure you guys follow that and take a look at that. And if you guys ever get a chance again to go to a playoff hockey game, I highly recommend it. But, they go down 0-2, so they travel to Tampa. I don't know what it's going to be for them. They're going to have to steal 1, if not 2 in Tampa to make this a series. I don't see the Florida Panthers going down 3-1 or 3-0. If they go down 3-0, they're done. And I'll be perfectly honest, it's already a tight hole now for them to come out of 0-2, and they lost both their games at home. So, and it wasn't really by a close margin either. So we'll definitely see how the Florida Panthers go as they work their way further into this first round of the playoffs against the defending champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. But, hey, we'll have to see. It's not like we still have Beezer as our goalie. Rob, hey, hey, I just don't know what to say. They tried both goalies, right? So it's one of those things that they have to kind of take it with a grain of salt. And if that doesn't work, which it doesn't look like it's going to in this series, you have to address that in the offseason, because you would have to say that that's the X factor of this team. And so they definitely need to address a better goalie maybe in the offseason between the pipes for the Florida Panthers. But, hey, look, the series is not over. I don't want to give up. We're down 0-2, but we're not out. So let's, keep cheering them on. Let's check them out in game 3 in a couple of nights. And like I said, if we can take that game 3 in Tampa, maybe we can take game 4. And, we'll see where this thing goes. So we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited about it. We'll definitely see how it goes. Today's question, All right. We have a question of the day that I want you guys to answer. All right. Today's question is, how many wins do the Miami Dolphins get and why? And while you guys are doing that, when you guys go put in your information, you guys can also donate to the channel and get your comment seen and put on the show. Your donation helps our channel grow. Right there in the super chat live, you guys can do that, right? So what I need you guys to do as soon as you come into this room, I need you to hit that like button. That's first and foremost. And if you haven't hit that like button, don't know what you're doing with your life, except just, not hitting like buttons over here. We have 10 likes. I do appreciate the 10 likes. Let's get to 20. I want to see 20 likes in the next 20 minutes. 20 likes, next 20 minutes. Let's go. I need your help doing that. When somebody new pops into the room, you guys can see how many people are watching. Come on. Let's make it happen. All right. The other thing, too, if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, you guys need to do that, too. And while you're at it, remember, Miami Sports Music has a new YouTube membership package, right? And if you guys haven't been to the channel lately, I posted up a brand new video yesterday explaining the membership package in detail. And it's really cool. We have 3 different ones. We have DWA, DWA for Life, and DWA Loyalty. Click join on the homepage and become a member today. I believe I already have a few members in here. I got A-Rod in here. I haven't seen Chef Juzet this morning, but I have seen one of my guys, A-Rod. A-Rod's definitely a member. Jason Miller up here says, love the show. Jason, I appreciate it, big guy. Thank you, man. I love you, and I love that you're watching the show and enjoying it. So I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the love. And if you guys want to be like Jason, go ahead and donate. And you guys can also get your question in, and we can kind of talk and figure out how it's going to be. Member of the channel, A-Rod, predicted record of 12-5. Definitely a jump in wins, and all credited to Tua instead of Fitzpatrick. Defense and offense have made progress during the offseason. Yes, I would agree with that. What I'm kind of interested in seeing or understanding is, how do they make that jump to 12 wins from 9, right? And, what I want to see is, I don't know quite how they get there, except through Tua. And that's my, A-Rod says, 5-12, Tua's the worst starting quarterback in the league. Fantasy Pan. A-Rod, you're delusional. A-Rod says you're delusional. Look, hey, Fantasy Fan is here for that heat, guys. I love Fantasy Fan. Look, I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him. But I love that he's speaking his mind, okay? Fantasy Fan says, maybe you're delusional. All right, you 2 kids, stop it in the back seat there. Don't make Dad have to come back there and get both of you. I'm not playing with you 2. All right. Look, I'm excited that you 2 are going back and forth. That's what I want to see on this channel. I want to see more people go back and forth in a friendly way. Look, we can all disagree or agree to disagree. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty excited. And Fantasy Pan has been a very big supporter of the channel too. So shout out to Fantasy Pan. Look, what else do we see here? Rob says 13 wins. The team is almost there. New weapons for Tua and another year from the O-line with more prospects. Look, I hope that happens. I really do hope that happens. It's definitely something that I want to see, and I'd like to see. Again, 12 wins gets you in the playoffs. There's no doubt about that in my mind. You win 12 games, you're in the playoffs like a fine wine. You win less than 12 games, you're going to struggle to get in, especially being an 18-week season, 17 games, right? Fantasy Pan says, love the show. Thanks. And laugh out loud emojis. Oh, man, that's what this show is all about. It's all about this show wouldn't just be fun if one person had one opinion, right? It wouldn't be. So we'll have to kind of see how that goes. There is a couple of stories that happened in sports that I kind of want to talk about that are not necessarily Miami Dolphin related or Miami sports related. So what I want you guys to do is while you guys are filling up that comment box and while you guys are filling up the question of the day, which is how many wins do you think the Dolphins will get and why? And when you guys are doing that, remember to donate to the channel, help the brand out, help the brand grow, because that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to grow this brand. We're trying to grow the morning show. We're trying to be bigger and better and badder than all the Miami fan morning shows in the world. But you know what? Nobody can do it like us because we're DWA, and that's how we do it. All right. We had our 5th no-hitter in baseball last night. 5th no-hitter in baseball last night. And it was very, very interesting because number one, the Seattle Mariners are the team that got no hit by the Detroit Tigers. And so this is the second time in a span of 2 weeks that the Seattle Mariners have been no hit. And I want to say it's the first time since like 1917 that that's happened. So over 100 years, no team has been hit back to back within that short period of time. And so it's very interesting because this is the 5th no-hitter in baseball here. And I don't ever remember a time there being this many, I don't want to say good pitching, but I mean, I guess you have to say it, right? 5 no-hitters in baseball, and we're a month into the season. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. It's insane to me that happened. What I want to be able to see is let me tell you something about me as a baseball fan. I fell in love with baseball in 1998. Okay. And I fell in love with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire in the home run race. I was already a baseball fan before that. Don't get it twisted. My dad, unfortunately, grew up as a sorry Red Sox fan. I love you, Dad. I do. I love you. But you're a Red Sox fan. And, I couldn't stand the Red Sox. So at that time, as a kid, I rooted for the Yankees just to make them mad, although I do hate the Yankees now, and I am not a Yankees fan. I don't think I ever truly was. But, it was definitely some difference from the standpoint of, Tracy says, no disrespect. Can we get to the Dolphins content? Tracy, we're going to get there. Hold your horses, Tracy. Hold your horses, Tracy. We're going to get there. I got to talk about other things, man. This is a morning show, but I'm going to get to the Dolphins content. Don't sweat it. I'm going to get there. Look, I would, if you're a baseball fan, I would like to know your thoughts on 5 no-hitters in like 6 weeks. That's insane. And as a sports fan, period, you have to realize that this is a phenomenon that we've never seen. You might get lucky to get 1 or 2 no-hitters a year. We've had 5 in 6 weeks. So what is that saying about baseball? Right? What is that saying about, what we're looking at right now? Because, we're a long way away from the home run, the smashing of home runs that we saw years ago in Major League Baseball when it was juiced up. So we would have to kind of see, where this goes. And the question is this the last no-hitter of the year? And you have to go based on history, short-term history. You have to say no. It's not. So I would be fantasy fan. When I kept on hearing no hitters, I was thinking something strange. It's crazy. I've never seen it. And here's the thing. I'm not saying so hitters can juice up. They can take steroids. They can hit, they can hit home runs, and it turns a pop fly into a home run. Right. And I'm not saying that juicing is still in the game or it's not in the game, but you can do that. Right. So what do pitchers do to get the edge? Well, there's an unwritten rule in baseball. There's many of them, which, by the way, I want to talk to you about that too. There's many of them that say, okay, if I have a little bit of pine tar on my glove, the inside of my glove, or the inside of my hat, that I can do that just to get a little bit of moisture on the ball to get better grip. Here's a reality. I used to pitch in high school, and I would say that I don't think there's an issue with that. And I would say that a lot of batters don't think that there's an issue with that because they would rather somebody throwing 95 miles an hour have more accuracy than not, right? Especially if you want to go ask somebody, go ask my man who got hit in the face the other day, right? I can't think of his name. Hit in the face by pitch. Kevin Pillar of the New York Mets. You want to see something bloody? This was, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I'm going to go ahead and show this to you. I'm going to load this up into the thing. My man got hit by a 95 miles an hour fastball right to the face. And it was, be prepared. This is a gory looking picture, but I feel like I have to put it on because it's relevant to the conversation, number one. But number two, it's definitely interesting because, here we go. I'm going to load it up. This is gory. Be prepared. Parental content. My man got hit in the face with a 95 mile an hour baseball. There are people that have died from getting hit in the face with 95 miles an hour baseball. And it was just so rough looking to kind of see that. It was scary. It was really scary more than anything. So I would rather my pitcher have pine tar and have better ball control rather than not. So the question is what is going on that these no-hitters are, it's seriously, it's ridiculous. Chef Shu says 12 likes, 17 people in the room. Hit that like button, please. Chef, tell them if they don't hit that like button right now, what are they doing with their lives? I don't know what they're doing with their lives. All right, real quick, guys, I want to talk to you about something. DWA fan club map only on Miami Sports Music. The DWA fan club map. You want to get together with other Dolphin fans from around the world or around the globe or around the country. Let's say you're traveling on business and you're going somewhere and all of a sudden you're not in your hometown and you're not with your Dolphins fan club or you're not at home being able to watch the game, but you want to watch the game with other Dolphin fans. Well, then you'll love this. Miami Sports Music presents the DWA map. This map shows all the Miami Dolphin fan clubs across the globe. When you go to MiamiSportsMusic.com, you will see a DWA map tab. Click it and discover where you can watch the games this year with other diehard fans just like yourself, just like Tracy, because Tracy had no patience and wanted to get to the Dolphins talk. Tracy, I'm going to get to the Dolphins talk. Don't you worry about it. I'm going to get there. When you click on it, you'll be able to see all the DWA's club information. So you click over the icon, you can see the restaurant or the bar that they attend, their contact information, their social media accounts, the founders who you need to get in contact with. And it's really, really cool. And what I would highly recommend is you go check out that map because we even have fan clubs in Germany, France, Mexico, and obviously Fins Nation UK and England. And I will tell you, hush, hush, we are working on something big with all four of those international fan clubs, which I think all of you are going to like. I can't announce or say anything yet because nothing is set in stone. But let's just say we're working on something humongous with all four of those international fan clubs. And when that does come to fruition, I think you guys are going to like it. I think it's going to be really cool. And I am super excited about what we're working on behind the scenes with them. So that'll be really, really cool. Make sure you guys check that out. All right. We got 13 likes. I need more than 13 likes, people. I said I need 20 likes in the next 20 minutes. We got 18 people watching. If you're in this room and you have not hit it up, I need you to do it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have a famous Dolphin fan in the building. The godfather of the Finlaws, Mr. Mark Norcal Dolphin Angelo. I need everybody to say hello to the godfather because this is the godfather right here of all Finlaws. If you don't know what a Finlaw is what Tracy is to me. Tracy is my Finlaw, right? Chef Zhu is my Finlaw. A-Rod's my Finlaw. All these people are my Finlaws. You have sister-in-laws. You have the in-laws. We got Finlaws, right? So this right here is the godfather of all Finlaws. So I need everybody to say hello to the godfather. You must command respect when the godfather comes through, okay? So yes, that's what you guys need to do. Say hello to this guy. This guy has brought hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Dolph fans from across the world together, and he is what it's all about. All right. Look, guys, the question of the day, as Tracy pointed out, so we could talk that, is to be able to see how many wins are the Miami Dolphins going to get this year and, why? That is the question of the day. We do have a special guest coming up in a little while, so I'm hoping to have him on soon. And with him, we're going to talk a little bit of Miami Hurricanes, a little bit of Florida Marlins, and then we're definitely going to talk some Miami Dolphins with this person, which I think you're going to love. So I don't want to hold my breath. I'm going to make sure that he pops on, and then we're going to, talk with him about everything today too. Mark says, good morning, Finlaws. I like it. Great to see you on this platform. Hashtag DWA, hashtag Miami Sports Music. I love it. Yeah, super excited about it. We're definitely got a lot going on. So, look, what I want to see from you guys this morning is how many wins do the Miami Dolphins get and why? All right. And make sure you guys hit that like button, as Bone says. The other thing that I kind of wanted to talk to you all about too was while we're waiting for all you guys to put that into the comments section here, I want to talk to you guys about unwritten rules. And I'm going to start out in baseball and kind of go to their unwritten rules in football. So in baseball, there's many unwritten rules. One of them is, like I was talking about, if your pitcher has pine tar or something on, are they cheating? And the reality is it's an unwritten rule that as long as you're not blatant with it, like the New York Yankees pitcher was, a few years ago with pine tar on his neck, as long as you're not outright blatantly, showing that you're doing it, it's an unwritten rule that they're okay. The opposing team's not going to call you out. So there's another unwritten rule that says if you're up 15-4, and you're and it's a 3-0 count, that you don't swing on a 3-0 count up 15-4. And there's this player for the Chicago White Sox named Mercedes. Young kid, really like him a lot. He's a big boy. So they were up 15-4. He hits a home run on a 3-0 count up that many. And people are like super mad at him. He didn't taunt. He hit the home run. He threw his bat down. He ran around the bases. He didn't flaunt that he hit a home run and hit home plate. My whole thing is it's baseball. This is not Little League. This is not T-ball. You throw a meat pitch, a 3-0, and I have a chance to hit a home run, I'm sorry, I'm hitting that home run. And for people that are upset about that, that's why Major League Baseball has such a black eye to begin with and has a horrible job marketing. That's why kids don't want to watch the game. That's why Tracy's mad at me that I'm not talking about the Dolphins. Because you guys, that's a stupid unwritten rule. Like one of the stupidest ones I'll ever hear in my life. So are there any unwritten rules in football like that? And if so, what kind of stuff will you guys see with that? What are some unwritten rules in football? And let's kind of talk about that too. But remember, the question of the day is how many wins will the Dolphins get and why? So make sure you guys put that, and also make sure, as my man Chef Zhu is in the comment box, says, come on, y'all. He said, come on, y'all. Let's get 4 more likes, please. I like it. Need 4 more likes. Let's go. We're missing like 6 likes. Hit that like route. See, I got to start paying y'all, man. Y'all are killing it for me. I appreciate it. All right. Now, I got a special guest coming on who's adjusting his camera, making sure that he can see and everything. So I'm going to let him finish adjusting. And once he gives me the thumbs up in the camera, I'm going to go ahead and bring him on. So I am pretty excited about that. So EM Dolphin says 13 wins. Hey, I like 13 wins. 13's a lucky number for us. 13 wins gets us into the playoffs and maybe even a high seed in the playoffs. So, that would be 13-4. I could see it. I can see us going that. Again, it all depends on what Tua is going to do, right? And I think that's going to be the X factor for the Miami Dolphins to win or not win this season. Because if you ask Fantasy Panel, they're going to go 5-13, right? But if you ask some of these other people, they're going to go 13-5 or 13, and that's what we want to see. Here's the thing. I said this earlier. The Miami Dolphins do not get in the playoffs for anything less than 12 wins. They are not getting in the playoffs with anything less than 12 wins. They had 9 last year, which means I want you to think about at least 2 other games, because remember, there's 1 more extra game this year. Think about 2 games last year that we should have won. And the question is, how do we win those 2 games this year? Think about that from that standpoint. Have we improved enough on our roster to make those wins happen? All right, I'm going to bring them on. Without further ado, people, I have the man, the myth, the legend, from the West End Zone crew, from the Metro Rail Boys himself. I am super excited to have this guy on. He's a really good friend, and I would probably say one of the coolest people I've ever met. Mr. JD, the boss, is in the building. What's up, Mr. JD?
Yo. Let's go, man.
How you doing?
What's up, Steven?
How you doing, man?
They're doing great, man.
What are you wearing right now? What are you rocking?
What
are you wearing?
Hey, you already know, man.
DWA in the building.
DWA,
I like it.
Represent always.
All right, we're going to talk some Miami Dolphins football here in a minute. Especially we want to make Tracy happy. We don't want to make Tracy unhappy. I love you, Tracy. I'm just messing with you. Look, so let's kind of talk from the beginning. What's the West End Zone crew, and how did that kind of come to be?
So the West End Zone crew, everybody would know the OB, which is the Marlins Stadium now, which break a lot of people's heart.
Mm-hmm.
The OB, man, that's the land where the West End Zone crew started. So, sitting on the West End Zone crew, this is where you get to see the whole view of the city line. So that was from the OB. Then we all know the history. We all know what happened with the OB. Everybody's still upset about this, but it is what it is. So now, move on to the Hard Rock Stadium. So everybody make sure pretty much the same core group was part of the original West End Zone. So sit down now on the West End Zone of the Hard Rock.
Yes.
So talking about section 106, 105, 103, west end of the stadium, behind the goal post. So
and you guys are always there for every Dolphins game, every Hurricanes game.
That's where we represent. Sit on the west end, and we are the crew.
And so like, why the Dolphins and the Hurricanes? Like, look, so there's a lot of people that watch this channel that are like, they're Dolphins fans, but maybe not Panthers fans or Hurricanes fans or Heat fans.
Like
you are literally a fan of every Miami team.
Yes.
So why, like, did you just grow up and just fell in love with, like, did you grow up in this area?
Pretty much in the Norland area. It's about 5 miles, I would say, from the Hard Rock now.
Okay.
Norland. So,
so you had Alonzo Mourning for the Heat back in the day.
Oh,
you had those old Hurricane teams that were
Alonzo
rocking,
Mourning, baby.
you had some really good Miami Hurricanes teams, and then you obviously had the Dan Marino years that were always fun to watch for the Dolphins. So I mean, look, you at the end of the day were able to you saw a lot of good sports in Miami when the teams were really, really good. You saw some World Series championships for the Florida Marlins, now the Miami Marlins. So is that why you fell in love?
To a 96.
Exactly. Yeah, 97. You're right. Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny though? Like, you have seen literally, with the exception of the Dolphins, you've seen a championship by every team in the city, right?
Yes, absolutely. Miami Hurricane, as you mentioned, and the 2 times beside last year when the Marlins went to the World Series, we won that twice. So we saw the Miami Heat won 3 championships. So
you saw the Shaq days, and then you saw the big 3 days.
Yeah. LeBron James. So we got Chris Bosh just.
I have not talked about that. For somebody who does a morning show, I'm doing a bad job. Chris Bosh did get elected to the Basketball Hall of Fame. Are you happy about that? Do you think he deserved that? Do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he had a lot of injuries at the end of his career. It was kind of sad how his career ended.
But if you ask anybody who played on this team, including LeBron James, he would tell you Bosh was the most important piece we had in those teams.
Yeah,
not as a scoring piece, but he's the guy who facilitated the defense, the offense. Who can't forget, I should say, that big rebound. Who probably brought us that first in LeBron era, the first championship. Okay, so Chris Bosh catched that. So, I mean, without those blood clot injury, which he made the right decision to stop playing.
I mean, it's really sad what happened to him. Like, I was thinking about stuff like that in sports, right? And the only thing that I could think of, and I know it's not the same thing, but it was like Ryan Clark for the Pittsburgh Steelers couldn't play in Denver because he had sickle cell. And it's just kind of crazy that these great athletes, hey, you tear an ACL, you break a leg or a ligament, and you're never the same again. But people don't realize that these little diseases, they probably catch up to more players than not. And I don't mean little. I don't mean to say that little, belittle anything, but like sickle cell, and then obviously what Chris Bosh had. It's interesting. These guys could have played more years or had more productive careers if it wasn't for this stuff.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
it's interesting.
I mean, by the time you hang it up, the guy was still very young and still had a lot of play.
He did.
If you remember, he was the only guy who decided to stay, including D Wade was parting way with the Miami Heat, and LeBron left, and Bosh was in Africa having some sort of family vacation. He's the only guy who said, "No, I'm coming back to Miami." Then came back, find out
He was never the same.
It was never the same. And find out he was that sick, but
hey, he's in the Hall of Fame now. He's in the Hall of Fame now.
Man.
All right, so let me kind of switch gears here. What's the Metro Rail Boys?
So the Metro Rail Boys, there's a big story behind that. So for people who don't know, we're a big Miami Hurricanes everything fan. When I say everything, Miami Hurricane basketball, Miami Hurricanes football, Miami Hurricanes baseball. So we all know rules and regulation on campus. There's certain things you cannot do, such as drinking. So when guys want to get together to go to those events, we happen to have our basketball team play on campus, baseball team play on campus. So make it very, very difficult because of the rules to tailgate. So right across campus, it's the famous Miami Metro Rail.
Yes.
So we decided, okay, this is not part of campus. We're just going to move across the street. So we start going on the Metro Rail before every game. Either basketball, either baseball. We hang there and
the hockey too, Metro Rail Cats.
Metro Rail Cats is a version of the Panthers. So we out there, and people start referring to us as, let's go hang with those Metro Rail boys. Let's go hang with the Metro Rail boys. So
your gear is tight. The logos are ridiculous. I love the way that it looks, man.
So last year was really the year we really start doing big things with the Metro Rail boys when the stadium shut down tailgates. Absolutely no tailgates anywhere around the stadium. And even when you come in, you have to sit in your car. As soon as you step out, you have to head inside the stadium. So
it's not going to be like that this year. It's official. They're letting tailgates happen this year, baby.
We're back. So we start finding parking lots, most famous Hooters parking lot. We start bringing 7,500 people.
Hooters. Every time I hear Hooters, I think of Adam Sandler and Big Daddy. He has a 5-year plan. What is it? Don't die?
So we start meeting in parking lots, man, and bringing a lot of people. So Metro L Boys tailgates, man. We every single game before the Dolphin home games, we had to get together. Right before the last game,
And then they did
before the last game, somebody called and said, "Hey, man, this is a super spreader event. The police need to shut it down."
Oh.
So we came for the last game.
Nothing.
Police were sitting there. So we found a new parking lot. I think that was the last parking lot you came in when you came.
Yeah, I came in last week for the draft, or a few weeks ago for the draft, and it was like literally when you're giving this thing, you're calling this thing a parking lot, you're giving it too much credit. It's an abandoned lot, is what it is. Okay, but it's great because you know, we had a really good time out there.
We have the grass area, make you feel like you are some sort of tailgate.
Yeah.
So definitely. I mean, you know,
I need it. Look, I need that Metro Rails gear. Where like I've had a lot of people hit me up. Is there a place that they can buy that online? And also, by the way, I need some shirts and hats, bro. You need to hook me up, man.
I got you.
You need to hook me up.
I got
because I'll wear that on the shows. I'll rock it on the shows.
Thank you. We get that to you. Right now, we haven't set up a website yet, but you know, everybody can inbox me, WM Garbage Man on all social media.
The Garbage Man. That's right. That's right.
So Garbage Man, that's where we make all the transaction right now. Twitter, IG, Facebook, same thing. It's the WM Garbage Man.
For those of you who don't know, this man, I think it's okay for me to say this because you say it all the time. Yeah. He's worked for Waste Management for many, many years. He was on Undercover Boss.
Yeah.
Right? You were on Undercover Boss for the Waste Management one.
Yeah.
And
the original one, the very first one they play after the Super Bowl.
Oh, and on top of all that, like Waste Management has been like an amazing company to you and your family. Like they have, like you love, like I've never seen anybody love their job and their company the way that you love Waste Management, man. And it's crazy because I didn't know anything about them before I met you. Like I knew of them, but I just knew them as the trash company.
Right.
But like you, like that, you made that, like it's crazy. Like they're a good company.
A great company, man. And you know, one thing people don't understand, like you know, I found out when I started working for Waste Management, a lot of people was talking about position. Like if somebody's a supervisor, they would rather say, "Oh, I'm a supervisor at Waste Management." So I embrace being a garbage man. You know, I never worked as a garbage man, but I think it was time to tell people, hey, if the garbage is feeding you and take care of your family, we're all garbage men. So I started that WM Garbage Man, and a lot of people, like, hey, he's the garbage man. He's the garbage man. So wanted to change the mindset of people thinking like garbage man is that.
I know you took that the negativity out of that, bro, and I could be wrong, but you've had like kids and stuff like try to get like it's been a big deal. Like kids like I want to be a garbage man just like JD. I think that's cool, man, because like you take the stigma out of there and it's just it's awesome, man.
We visit schools, we talk to the kids, and one thing people don't know, you know,
Fantasy Panel says I want the Waste Management contract.
Yeah, exactly.
So hey, look, some people are definitely hitting you up. Mark Norcal Angelo says great logos, JD. He's talking about.
I appreciate it, Mark.
Hey, the Godfather, right? He's the Godfather.
Oh, absolutely.
And then let's see what else. Chef Ju says, "Good morning, OG." He's talking about Dwayne. Hold up. Where are you at?
Chef,
There were some other people that said some stuff here. JD said, from one JD to another, big shout out to JD from one JD to the other.
I appreciate that, Diesel.
You got a lot of fans, man. You definitely have a lot of fans. People are definitely. Mark Kyle says JD Boss Master of Miami sports.
Yeah, we represent Miami, man. If anybody who played Miami, we represent them. I understand when people don't like certain team in Miami. Think about it, man. A lot of people, they just move down here to live down here. So they probably just a Dolphin fan, but they had other association. I don't blame them when they don't support, let's say, the Heat or the Hurricanes or things like that, or the Panthers. But as long as you like one of my Miami team,
you're good.
Part of the family.
You're part of the fam.
You're part of the Metrorail. The Metrorail boys, it's one. You're never gonna see anybody report there was an incident at a Metrorail gathering.
Yeah, it's there. It's love everywhere.
It's love, and if somebody want to start anything other than love, you're gonna get out that group, man. Everybody's welcome to party with us. Anybody.
Young, old, black, white, it does not matter. I literally, at this little tailgate that I went to before the draft, saw everybody. Saw everybody. And you know what? Everybody was rocking Solo's music too. Rocking those shorts. Rocking those DWA shorts, man.
Solo shot a lot of videos at Metrorail gatherings.
Oh, man, definitely.
Solo support us 100%. Big love for Solo.
Buffet Boys, I think, was your thing, right?
Buffet Boys was one of our gatherings. A great video. I played in this room all the time.
All right, look. So last thing I kind of want to talk to you about, JD, is I want to talk to you. A-Rod says that's what's up. JD is the man.
A-Rod, what's up, babe?
A-Rod's a member of the channel. Dwayne's a member of the channel. Chef Shoe's a member of the channel. Tell people right now they need to go subscribe, become a member of the channel. Say, if you guys are not a member of the channel now.
Oh, absolutely, guys. If you're not a member of this channel, man, as you can see, this is where things.
You telling me they don't know what they're doing with their lives if they're not a member?
Come on, like I always tell people, let's go and be a member of the channel, man.
All right, so I now to make Tracy happy, because hopefully Tracy's still watching. Got to talk some Dolphins, right? So look,
absolutely.
You've seen every team win a championship except the Dolphins.
Yes.
And it's been heartbreaking. It's been frustrating.
Yes.
It's been so. What are your thoughts, man? Do you think 2 is the answer? How many wins do you think they're going to get this year? Where do you see the Miami Dolphins right now?
So, one thing I like, I know a lot of people didn't like the Waddle pick. I just don't understand why. If you think
he was a pick for Tua,
right,
and that's my opinion. If Tua wasn't here, we would not have picked Waddle. Right. That's my opinion.
Well, here's another thing too. If you talking about the way the NFL going with explosive plays and quick plays, we were second to last
in the league
in explosive plays. So when you get a guy like Waddle available,
you got to take it.
Oh my God, yes. So I like where we're going. I think Coach Flo sending the right message.
Coach Flo was at that Panthers game last night.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even want to talk about that because they lost. Solo was at that game too.
Solo was at the game.
Yeah, so Coach Flo, I believe.
Where we're going, man. I enjoy the draft. I enjoy who we pick. Running back, people keep talking about why we don't have a running back, why we didn't pick one. Listen, it's going to come. Available guys tonight signing. You got a guy hanging right in our backyard right now, Duke Johnson, played for Miami. Used to release him, still haven't signed with anybody. can get a home discount on him. It's still available. So, I mean, I think we addressed what we needed.
Except running back in center.
Except running back, and I think running back is coming. I trust what this front office is doing.
That's the
couple years.
That's the other thing I've been saying too, right? Like it's tough for me to question this team's moves when I would say a majority, if not all, of their moves, in my opinion, have been the right ones.
Exactly.
Right. So who will say that they're like, you know what? Myles Gaskins is the guy. That's the guy that we're going to go with this year. And now, do I think that he is? Not really. But that's not. But I'm not running the team, and good thing I'm not, because I would have let a lot of other people go a long time ago because all this foolishness that the Dogs have been playing. They've been teasing me for 20 years, man, and I'm over it. I want to see some consistency in this team. But here's the other reality of this. Here's the other reality of this, right? Mm-hmm. So the Dolphins win 9 games last year. They had one of the most unique quarterback situations ever in the NFL because the two guys were best friends. There were two different types of plays, one for one player, one for the other. And on top of that, it was a weird year to begin with, the pandemic, right? Yeah. So there was no training camp. There was no preseason. There was no time to really, engage and learn and get that chemistry down. So I think 9 wins for this team in a year where they weren't even supposed to, you got to think this is the second year of a rebuild, right? Right. And I think that we're exactly where we're going to be. But I do think that the only way to get to the playoffs is 12 wins. You have to get 12 wins this year to get to the playoffs.
I do think we're going to have 13. But I agree with you. 12 would get you there. But if you look at it, we had people who had a worse record than us last year. Teams who got on. So 12 is that number, but I really think we're gonna get 13.
Hey guys, 18 likes, 24 people watching. So if 24 people are watching and I only have 18 likes, that means 6 of y'all have not hit that like button. I need y'all to go hit that like button right now.
Come on, all 6 of y'all, man. Let's go.
Everybody in the chat room needs to be looking at each other. Who hasn't hit? I hit. You hit. I hit.
You know who you are. All 6 of y'all. Let's go.
Walk it like we talk it. 9 wins. But reality is we beat one playoff team, the Rams. That's true. That's true. But did Arizona didn't make it last year, did they? I will say this. No. I think I would say that beating Arizona showed us a lot because I think Arizona's a good team. Yeah. I think even though we were down against the Chiefs, a lot of people I get killed when I make this comment, but I don't care because I agree with it. I think one of Tua's best games, at least the second half, not the beginning,
right,
was the Chiefs game. Like, we showed so much poise in that Chiefs game, and we very easily could have won that game with making certain plays or adjustments or even a little bit of luck on our side, right?
Yeah.
So I think that the Dolphins are a very good football team. Rob said we almost beat the Chiefs. Marcus said, yeah, Chiefs game. I get killed when I say that, guys. I get killed when I say that. I think that was one of Tua's best games.
First Buffalo game, same thing. People beat me up when I say it. I think the refs really killed us on that game. We could have won that game.
Talking about the Buffalo game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like the way we played Seattle at home. Look, even most of the game we lost, we compete though. We never really.
We're competitive. I mean, how many times did we get blown out last year?
Probably that first. No,
I don't count that. There was no preseason game. There was no preseason. There was no training camp. Mm-hmm. And you're talking about Cam Newton in a Belichick offense, which
Yeah.
every other team found a way to make that adjustment,
Yeah.
including us. But I don't count week 1.
Right. Well, we're gonna have him again week 1 this year. So
Yep, we damn sure are, and we're gonna take care of business too.
Start with a bang, and this is when we're gonna see. I like all the receivers we put around Tua. If you guys see Tua lately, he's been in the he's been in the jungle, man. Tua's looking like a beast.
Dude, that dude looks so decked out, bro. Like, so I had Ali up here earlier this week.
Yeah, I played that show.
See, look at you, man, supporting the show by watching. I hope you hit that like button too, JD. Look, that dude is ripped.
There you go.
That dude is cut, man.
Yeah.
That dude's muscles got muscles.
He posted another picture with his.
I know, with his trainer.
Yeah.
Dude. His trainer's like, this is the MVP right here.
He's bigger than the trainer now.
I feel like, trainer, you're a little biased, but I like your spirit, man. I like your spirit.
I like Tua, man. I'm a Tua guy, so like Solo said, it's Tua time. We're gonna get out there. 13 win. I think we're ready. We're gonna get in the playoff. Then when we get to the playoff, it's a different story. So
let me ask you. So we win. You think we win 13? We win 13 games this year.
Yes.
Does that mean we beat Buffalo for the division?
I think we're gonna split with Buffalo. I don't know if we can beat Buffalo in Buffalo.
It's tough, man.
Yeah,
they have that number.
For not only that, the transition.
They're a good football team. I'm going to give credit where credit's due.
I think they're a very good football team, but placing Miami people in Buffalo, it's.
I mean, look, come on. We had all those years of Jim Kelly and Dan Marino, right?
Yeah.
So the hope is that Tua becomes what we all know he can be. Not we hope he can be, what he can be, right? And the other reality to that is here's the thing. The first 2 years of Josh Allen were crap. Buffalo fans hated Josh Allen.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that third year, he became MVP-like.
Yeah.
So people need to have freaking patience with Tua Tagovailoa. I'm serious. Patience.
That's the issue lately, man. It's
I mean, you get why though. We've had 20 years of losing, JD. There's no more patience in these fans.
No more patience, man. I agree with that, but at the same time, man, it's not many people are as lucky to be placed, in a team that is ready. Some area of the team, when the defense is ready, you don't have a good quarterback. When you finally get a quarterback, now you got to work on the defense. I really like what coach is doing. That's the way we are addressing our safeties. Last year, we were just average in safety. We get beat all the time. Coach said, hey, I'm going to draft a safety, man. That's a strong message. You got a veteran safety in the team. You draft a safety and cut your man. Come on. So that's a message for everybody in the team. If you're not playing at the level where you're capable of or you're supposed to.
Well, look, Javon Holland, without that injury, JD,
yeah,
in my opinion, without his injury in college, top 10 draft pick. Top 10 draft pick.
Right. Yeah, I mean, people talk about the injury, man. They forget those guys are young, man. Look at Jalen Phillips was drafted.
Oh, my God. I feel like he's stronger now than he ever was before his injury.
I mean, Jalen Phillips quit football with his injuries, came back, transferred to Miami, and played in such a high level.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at Jalen Phillips right now, you're like, whoa.
He's a beast,
dude. Last week, great turnout. Another thing we got to look forward for, this is the highest report we've had in mini camps.
70 players plus.
Jesus. I mean,
and by the way, this is during a time when the NFLPA is actively voicing, saying, guys, don't show up. Do not go.
Right.
And this is how much I love Flo, because Flo got on the phone with all of his players and said, guys, check it out. We're here to do one thing. That's win a ring.
Yeah.
And the only way we're going to do that is to have an off season, a strict regiment ready to go. And he sat with his player. Do you think Philbin would have ever done that?
No.
Hell
and
no.
Look what coach is stressing too. Learn the playbook. Learn the playbook. But everybody in, 70 plus people showed up. Learn the playbook, man. This is how he starts. This is how things gonna change. I mean, we never had anything like that, man. So yeah, I'm excited about this coming season, man. Can't wait.
It's definitely. All right, guys, real quick. We're going to wrap up the show here in a little bit. Not just yet. If you guys want to ask any questions about the Dolphins, I want you to donate to the channel right now and get your comment seen. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. You guys donate to the channel, get your question, and JD and I will debate your question live here at the end. And we're at 23 likes. I want to get to 30 before we get off the air. So I need to see 7 more likes from this page, which means y'all need to start sharing and getting more people to see this page. So I need 30 likes. And then over the next couple minutes, I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes. Donate to the channel to get your question asked, and JD and I will ask your question.
Donate
while we're waiting for that.
Very important, man. Donate to the channels. That's what Metro boys do, man. We donate, man. We all in the community. Donate to the channels. Let's go.
Question, all right, while we're waiting for all this to come through. Does Florida Panthers come back from 0-2?
I had that discussion this morning with a friend. So the way I see it, we lost home ice. We had a great opportunity. Yesterday, we weren't in that game at all, but Sunday, we let that game give it our hand, man. We should have won the game Sunday. The third period, we had a breakdown, penalty. Guys were upset. Didn't get back on defense. Boom. Scoring us with 1.5 minutes left. I mean, people watch hockey, you know how difficult it is to score 1.5 minutes, almost like, okay, game is over. Yeah, to answer your question, we lost home ice, 5 games left. We need to go to Tampa, and we have to win that third game. If we lose that third game, there's no possible way they go down 0-3 and still win the not against the defending champions either. The defending champ, we're number 2 in the division. I know Tampa came out number 3, but they're still the defending champs. With all of their players come back, it's no excuse. They know how to play the playoff. We haven't been in the playoff for 25 years. We haven't really been in the cup. So really,
look, it's a good step the direction the team is headed in. And what I want to see in the offseason from the Panthers is they have to address the goalie issue. Because if they do not, they're going to be stuck in the same place they are again this year.
Yeah. I mean, right now, if we lose game 3, we have a nice goalie rookie. I would just throw him in there. It's his
for
time.
Game 4? For game 4?
Yeah. Game 4, I would just throw him in there. It's going to be his time. He demonstrated he could be a solid goalie. We played him against Tampa before. He won the game. So if we lose game 3, forget about experience and all these crap. throw the rookie in there. It's going to be his team next year.
All right. Hey, real quick, because this guy, Dwayne, is a member of our channel, and I want to make sure he gets his just due. He's got 2 questions. First question from Dwayne. All right. You guys can be a channel member just like Dwayne. Sign up for the membership. Does Noah get more playing time this year for the Dolphins? I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because every time I do, I butcher it.
Igbanogany.
See? Good job, JD. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to record that. I'm going to cut it out. And every time I try to say his name, I'm just going to play a clip of you saying it. Does Noah get more playing time this year?
Listen, with Coach Flo, everything going to be determined with training camp. So, rookie, experienced guys, it doesn't matter who you are. It's training camp going to determine who get playing times or not.
I agree. And here's my thoughts on it, Dwayne. My true thoughts on it are, yes, he does get more playing time, but I don't think it will be significantly much more. I just think there's going to be a transition period for Javon Holland, right? And you have to take that into account and just know that if we released Bobby McCain, it wasn't just because of Javon Holland. It was because Noah's ready to take another step. And so I do think, as Rob says, I just need to call him Iggy. I like that, Rob. I'm going to do that, big guy. I do think Iggy takes another step this year. He's got another one. Does Lynn Bowden or Malcolm Perry get the axe? Here's what sucks about that question. I'll answer this first, and then I'll let you go, JD. My issue with this question is I love both guys. I love both of them. I think they both bring something very unique to the team. Here's the reality. I don't need both of them because they're the same freaking player. Bowden and Perry are the very same player. They can both play quarterback if need be. They can both, they're both good as, the wide receiver in that 4th or 5th role. And Bowden we traded for. So I think personally, as much as I want to see Navy, my dad being Navy for all those years, I want to see Malcolm Perry be on the Dolphins and succeed. I just don't think he makes the team this year. And I think Lynn Bowden is the guy in. That's what I think.
I would agree with you. But on Bowden, I'm still not sure though.
Look, here's the reality, right? You got Albert Wilson and Alan Hearns.
Right.
So let's kind of go through this list real quick and let's.
Do you really think Allen gonna make an impact after sit out?
Alan Hearns?
Yeah.
I don't think he makes the team.
Right. Because after sitting out a year, man, it's.
Well, do you have to say that same thing then for Albert Wilson? He hadn't played in 2.
True.
He sat out last year and had an injury the year before that. And so, by the way, that man has had no type of training camp, no type of off-season workout or anything. Now, I'm sure he's been working out. I'm sure that the team.
But I'm thinking the explosiveness of Wilson. And I'm thinking Allen. I see Allen as a different player. Don't get me wrong. I love Allen. He's a Miami Hurricane.
Rob says, so why keep the old guys? Why keep the old guys? Because Devontae Parker, Will Fuller, and Jalen Waddle.
Parker getting in that old guy division too.
I mean, he is, and so is Will Fuller. Rob, I just don't think that Bowden or Perry are good enough. I do think Bowden is. I do like Bowden.
I like Bowden too.
I don't want to, that to get misconstrued or misunderstood. I like Bowden. You got to realize, man,
very
there's a couple of people that and hello, Jakeem Grant is still on the team at the moment.
Jakeem Grant, yeah.
And by the way, he's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk about tradable assets? He's a tradable asset,
right?
Because and everybody talks about why would you trade him and have Waddle return kicks? I get that thought process, right? But Waddle would not be the first top 10 pick to return punts or return kicks. And he wouldn't be the first one for us. Hello, Ted Ginn Jr., number 10.
Ted Ginn Jr.
And by the way, don't talk to me about that pick because to this day, I still hate that pick. I love Ted Ginn. Love him. Great guy. I hate the pick.
I hate it too, man. Well, we picked him for Carolina, so.
But, I mean, that's kind of what I think, man. Like, there's going to be – I think preseason, which, by the way, there's only 3 games this year.
3 games, and we only get 1 at home, which –
That's all right because we got an extra home regular season game.
Yeah, we got the Giants, which I'm happy about it, but ticket season increased 10%.
I was about to say your ticket prices went up, didn't they?
Hey, had to go back on the payment, man.
Hey, just so you know, my wife says when we come down for a couple games this year, we need that sweet life treatment. That's all we're gonna say.
Absolutely, man. You guys.
That's all we're gonna say.
You guys are family.
Hey, look, man, I enjoyed having you on. It was so much fun to talk to you.
Being on, man, and thank you for having us, man.
And here's the reality, dude. You are one of the reasons that going down to Miami has been such an amazing experience on a year in year out basis. And for those of you who, if you guys see JD, stop and say hello to him. He is
always, man, always anybody.
I know I say this about a lot of people that come on the show, but I really mean it. I'm not just saying it. JD is truly one of the kindest, most nicest people you will ever meet.
Oh, thank you,
give
man.
the shirt off his back for you, unless it's that DWA shirt because he likes that way too much.
Not this
but he is going to give up a couple of those Metro Rail shirts off his back because I need those.
Hit me up, man. WM Garbage Man. I send you up.
and look, man, it's I'm excited, and this is not the last time I want to have you on. I want to have you on again
absolutely.
later on in the year.
Let us know.
We'll make this kind of a regular thing that you come on here and there, and I know that everybody loves the Garbage Man, and we'll keep it up, and just keep doing what you're doing, man, because everything you do is the right thing, brother, and I love you, man.
I appreciate you get us on, man, and anytime we're available, let us know, and DWA Miami Sports Music anytime. Huh?
All right, and one last time, go donate to the channel. All right,
donate to the channel.
If you donate to the channel afterwards and you had a comment, I will get it up there tomorrow morning. Okay,
absolutely.
So you guys need to replay this channel. We got 25 likes. I'd love to get to 40 or 50 by the end of the day. Because just remember, just if you didn't catch this whole thing, you can catch this whole interview on replay on MiamiSportsMusic.com. I need you guys to go share it. And do everything because you guys are the best fans in the world. Rob, I know you would, brother. And Rob, I love you, man. You're supporting the channel. You're always hitting like. If you guys can't donate, donate by hitting that like button because that helps just as much, man. I need that. I need those likes. And I love everybody for this show. And the only way this show gets to keep going is if we get to grow it and make it big. So we need you guys. And whether you can do it financially or whether you can do it by just hitting that like button and sharing when we're on live so that we can have more and more people watch this, that's what I need your guys' help with. So let's keep doing that. And if you guys want to get in touch with Metro Railcats or JD, hit them up. What's your at W? What is it at WM
Garbage Man?
At WM Garbage Man. All right. I like it. 27 likes, Dwayne said. I like it. 3 more likes, get to 30. I love you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. you guys are just wonderful, and I can't wait to party with you guys again.
I appreciate you, man. We can't
All right,
wait till
man.
you come down, man. Tell the family.
Hey,
I
I should, on some real stuff. We're getting everything together for football season, Solo and I.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like, so far I should be there opening game.
Okay.
The Ravens Thursday night game, because I think I'm gonna bring a
That's
couple of
big.
Ravens fans with me from up here in Baltimore.
Tampa gonna be a home game for us.
Hey, you already know. And then I'm going to MetLife Takeover. I'm going to whatchamacallit, Fan
Tennessee.
Fest. I'm going to Nashville.
Okay.
And I'm talking with the Fins Nation UK guys right now.
Right.
Because I want Solo and I to go over there.
Right.
I want Solo to perform. I want to stream live over there.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And as I said earlier, I'm I'm going to I got some big announcements in the works with the France fan club, the German fan club, the Fins Nation UK, and the Mexico fan club. I'm working on something big with all of those.
International.
Dude, and if it comes to fruition, which I think it will, that's why I'm comfortable enough at least teasing it.
Right.
You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome.
Can't wait, man.
So make sure you guys are watching at Miami Sports Music, and follow me. I need you to guys go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me at StephenDSKPL. SKPL stands for Spread Kindness, Positivity, and Love, because that's what I'm about, man. I love you guys. Do something kind today. Spread an act of kindness for somebody else. JD, myself, Stephen D. Thank you for watching the show this morning. We love you. Fins up, Metro Rail Cats. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Go Dolphins.
Love everybody. Let's go.